from Arkansas's #1 trusted source for weather. This is a severe weather alert.
Alrighty, good morning Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. I'm here to give you guys tornado warning coverage right now here. This is just outside of Arkansas, so you guys give me just a second here. I'm getting some stuff set up, ready to go here. So we are tuning in, like I said before, for our folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. This is a tornado warning in place. Let's go ahead and talk to you guys about this tornado warning up here right now. This is an observed tornado on the ground moving into northwestern Arkansas here. So if you know anyone in the following areas, they need to be seeking shelter immediately here. That's going to be for our folks in southern Delaware and southeastern Mayes County. That is in Oklahoma right now. A confirmed tornado was located 4 miles east of Salina, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Damaging tornado and the potential of golf ball size hail here, guys. So what I want you guys to do, and this is our first alert to our folks in northwestern Arkansas. This is going to go for the following areas. That's Decatur, the Gravette area, Maysville, Bella Vista, Bentonville, Little Flock, over towards Pea Ridge, Gentry, and just to the north of Salem Springs. If you know anyone in these following areas, make sure that they're seeking shelter immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, and get to that lowest center part of your home immediately at this current time. To repeat, this is a first alert for my folks in northwestern Arkansas. If you know anyone in this area here, that includes the following areas. That's community of Maysville, Decatur, Gentry, Bentonville, Gravette, over towards Bella Vista, Rogers, Highfield, the Lowell area. Make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. Wake them up. Tell them what's going on. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground via radar. Make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately here, guys. Okay, so Roku has switched over. YouTube is up. Facebook is up. So we're good to go. So like I said before, guys, smash that share button. If y'all can do me a big favor, get this information out. This is a first alert for my folks up here in northwestern Arkansas here. So what we're going to do for just a bit is I'm going to, if you give me 1 second here, I've got to log in to get our Salem Springs camera up and going here. I'm going to point it to the northwest. So this is first of all, a quick shout out to Joint Forces Canine Group for getting us this camera and letting us be able to kind of see what's going on here. I'm going to switch this over to the northwest view here, and you guys are going to be able to see this area circulation coming in at this current time here. So first of all, you guys see the shelf cloud. So pretty much what's going on right now is you've got a line of severe thunderstorms capable of producing 60 upwards to 80 mile per hour winds. This has done some serious damage out in Oklahoma. Now what's going on here is along the leading edge of that line, along the rotation along the line, is where you're going to have to watch very, very closely here for potential of a tornado. So right now, looks like the latest information here, they have dropped. Looks like, let me double check that because I'm not sure. Looks like it's still observed. Okay, so it's still observed right now. So our product here switches from red to purple whenever it goes from radar indicated to confirmed. So it looks like right now here, it looks like it's still confirmed. All right, so right now this is still a confirmed tornado. This is just to the west of the community of Maysville right now here. So anyone up here in northwestern Arkansas, please give them a heads up. Tell them to take their tornado precautions immediately here, guys. If this tornado warning dies off, that's fine. We've got another tornado warning that just got issued. Once again, still on the Oklahoma side of things here, but I'd much rather for you guys to already know the situation, already know what's going on before it gets here, guys. So let me go ahead and double check here. I've got our counties up so you guys know what's going on. So right now this is moving. The tornado warning that is observed, by the way, is now moving into Benton County. So anyone in Maysville, the Decatur area, Gentry, over towards Little Fork, over towards the Bella Vista area, make sure that you're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Further to the south, this is moving into Washington County now. So my folks in Cincinnati, Perry Grove, Cane Hill, Morrill, Evansville, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately at this time. So this is your line of storms, pretty much stretched from northeastern Oklahoma all the way down into central Oklahoma. This will move into Arkansas over the next hour or so. This is our live coverage. We're here keeping you guys informed on the latest situation here. What I'm going to do for just a bit is I'm going to double check, make sure that we're good. Looks like we're good on our sides over here. We've got a couple of people in our Discord. If you guys give me just a minute, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So got that taken care of here because I pay attention in our general chat here on Discord. People that live in northwestern Arkansas, live across the state here. So if you know anyone in these areas, make sure that they're getting to their tornado safe spots immediately here. So now I understand, we're going to have people that are going to come in, are going to be like, why are we live? There's no tornado warning officially in Arkansas just yet. This is our first alert. This is just kind of, we see 2 tornado warnings on the place right now here. This is going to be moving into Benton and into Washington counties here over the next, I'd say, I would give it another 20 to 30 minutes before it moves fully into Washington County. We're watching it on our Solid Springs camera, brought to you guys by Joint Forces K9 group up here. Looks like we now have another confirmed tornado that has been observed via radar here. So we're going to read to you guys this. A tornado warning remains in effect until 1:30 this morning for central Adair, east central Cherokee counties. A confirmed tornado was located 4 miles northeast of Telequam, moving east at 65 miles per hour here. So, like I said before, I understand it's 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday morning. Folks have got, work in the morning. You got stuff you got going on. A lot of people have gone to bed. We told you guys earlier today, and we told you guys this evening to make sure that you are paying attention to the timing, just in case we did have a tornado threat up here in northwest Arkansas, and that has come to fruition at this current time here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a track up here. I want you guys to do me a big favor. We get people all the time asking, how can I help with live streams? How can I help get the information out? What can I do to help you guys' page out? This is what you guys can do. You can go ahead, share this live stream, tag your family, tag your friends, blow their phones up. I understand they're going to get upset because they're going to be like, oh, well, the tornado warning is not in my county yet. It is on your doorstep. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. This line is moving east at 65 miles per hour. That is over a mile a minute, pretty much. So that is going to produce a lot of wind damage coming in northwestern Arkansas, and we will have to watch out for the tornado threat up here as well. So looks like this the northern part of the tornado warning has gone back to radar indicated, so you'll see it switch from purple to red. That doesn't mean anything. That just means that it is still capable of producing a tornado. The danger's there. You should seek your tornado precautions immediately at this time here. Okay, so Heidi, do me a favor, Heidi, Kim. Looks like I got Heidi, Kim, Aaron, Lori with me this morning here. If y'all can do me a big favor, just kind of keep an eye on things on MBOT. Make sure if you hear any other reports, filter it in. I've got Discord pulled up on my side over here, so we'll be able to I'll be able to relay the reports over to you guys here. But like I said before, my folks up here in northwestern Arkansas, Washington, Benton counties, take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to push this live stream out on our app. If you have our app downloaded on the Apple side here, we're getting the Android side up over the next couple of days here. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push this live stream out because I've got a lot of people I know that are still asleep, that are trying to figure out what's going on. Make sure you get this out, folks. Okay, I don't wait until the tornado warning is officially in Arkansas before you tell them to seek shelter here, because you have that time right now with this storm, these storms just to the west of Arkansas. These storms are moving at about 60 to 65 miles per hour. So give them a heads up. I promise you, they get upset with you, that's fine. At least they know what was going on, and at least they know that, hey, you guys warned me if this thing produced or something like that. I was aware ahead of time. Get this information out here, guys. My folks up here in northwestern Arkansas, and like I said, I understand it is 1 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people are not with us right now here, but make sure that they get this information, guys. Okay, so let's see, northwestern Arkansas tornado warning coverage. Okay, all right. So I'm getting this out right now. So if you're looking at this right now, you got our app out. This is what we've got. So up here in northwestern Arkansas, like I said before, this is going to be our folks up here from Benton and Washington counties, Maysville, Rogers, Fayetteville, all the way down to the Morrill area. Make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Let me go ahead and get a track going here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. This line of storms, like I said before, the power outages back out here in Oklahoma are insane. From this line of storms here, it's been capable of producing upwards to, even at some cases, up to 100 miles per hour winds out here. So Fortunately, it looks like the wind part of this has died down from what it was earlier on, but the tornado part is still relatively there here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a trap for this entire line of storms. I'm going to book it to the east. I'm going to go ahead and just put it at about 70 miles per hour. Heidi, if you can do me a big favor, I know you're listening to this live stream right now. If you can get this out on the page, that will be awesome. Looks like they just went with a severe thunderstorm warning toward POS for Benton and Washington counties here. So if you can get this out on the page, that'd be awesome. If it's going to send it your way, come up here in just a second. All right, so there you go. So get that out on the page here. That is going to be for our first alert up there in northwestern Arkansas. So my folks in Salem Springs, Gentry, that does include our sky cam up here, by the way, from Joint Forces Canine Group. That's going to be the Gravette area over towards Perry Grove, Elm Springs, Farmington, Bella Vista over towards the Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, Lowell, over towards Rogers, West Fork, over towards Pea Ridge, Huntsville, Holiday Island, and in the Berryville area. Make sure that you're taking your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so you're looking at this live. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the iDrive camera because you guys will be able to see it via our Joint Forces Canine Group camera up here in northwestern Arkansas. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to blow this up, get you guys that view on what's going on right now up here in northwestern Arkansas. So that's looking from Salem Springs. That's looking northwest into that storm here, guys. And looks like right now, as I said before, you've got two areas of rotation. One to the northwest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the southwest view on as well, so you guys kind of see what's going on to the south and west here. So you guys will see that coming up here in just a second. Looks like that may be a wall cloud. Let me go back to it real quickly here and look at that for just a little bit. Looks like we've got a wall cloud that may be trying to develop here. This is looking to the one that's to the southwest that is confirmed. So we're going to keep an eye on this, Arkansas. Right now, if you know anyone in these areas up here in Salem Springs, up here in northwestern Arkansas, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately at this current time here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, give me 1 second here. I'm going to do this. And okay, there we go. So I'm going to reduce the cities for just a bit. I'm going to put a new track on this so it kind of localizes what's going on, so it doesn't make the thing so cluttered on the screen. I'm going to go at about 70 miles per hour here. Okay, so there we go. So Salem Springs, Centerton, over towards Perry Grove, Bentonville, Cave Springs, not Cave City, Cave Springs, over towards Springdale, Rogers, Lowell, Fayetteville, Pea Ridge, Berryville. Make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. So, give me 1 second. Looks like we're good. I'm just texting a couple of friends up here in northwestern Arkansas. That way they have, know what's going on right now here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom this down, and I'm going to take a look. First of all, let's take a look at your rotation strength here. So I'm going to leave this track up. I'm going to put it probably right here, so it's kind of out of the way, so you guys still be able to see the track. You able to see the rotations here. Look at there, you got some strong rotation, especially on that southwestern side of the line of storms here. You also got strong rotation up here near the Decatur area, the Gentry area over towards Salem Springs. This one's going to impact more of the Morrill, over towards the Evansville area, Perry Grove. This may actually just stay just south of downtown Fayetteville, but Fayetteville, I would definitely be on my P's and Q's at this current time here, okay? And it looks like you're looking at this, by the way, you're looking to the southwest on our Salem Springs camera here, and I've seen some indications from time to time that there could be a wall cloud with this storm here as it's coming into northwestern Arkansas. So, folks, the Evansville area, Morrill area, Perry Grove, over towards Fayetteville, Springdale, Salem Springs, Decatur, Bella Vista, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. For those that are watching this right now, I've got a little over 100 people that are watching it right now on Facebook. Please, please, please get this live stream out to your family and friends here, guys. It costs $0 to hit that share button. Be a considerate Arkansan, guys. I know we got a lot of people that are from central Arkansas or in northeastern Arkansas that are watching this right now. These folks up here in northwestern Arkansas, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people are asleep. They have no idea that they have 2 tornado warnings, one that is on the ground right now and the other that is radar indicated moving their way. So please get this information out to them, folks. Hit that share button as many times as possible. I promise you it's not gonna cost you a penny to hit that share button, guys, to get this information out on the page. I don't know how many we have on YouTube, and I have no idea how many we have on Roku watching this right now here. And Aaron, do me a big favor, make sure that we're good on Roku. There's not any lag or anything like that on our Roku side of things here. So right now, like I said before, we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to end up happening with this. Looks like the two tornado warnings are in place. Looks like both are to 1:30 this morning here. So we're going to watch it very, very closely here. Like I said before, I'm Chief Forecaster Cameron. We're here to keep you guys updated on the latest regarding these 2 tornado warnings in northwestern Arkansas right now. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible until 1:45 this morning. Please keep in mind that this is going to be capable of producing some significant damaging winds here. As you can see, there's your damaging wind threat, 60+ mile per hour winds coming into northwestern Arkansas. So folks, this is going to produce some power outages up here in Benton and Washington counties. There's going to be folks up here first thing in the morning that are going to claim nobody was covering them, or they didn't know about it or anything like that. You have the power right now. If you're watching this live stream, you have the power right now to change that. You can share this live stream, tag your family, tag your friends, and get this information out here. If you're watching this on Roku right now, I fully appreciate it. That's why we have the 24/7 network. That way you guys kind of seeing what's going on here. But for right now, Solid Springs it's pretty much about to be on top of you coming up here in just a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to clear this off, and I'm going to go over to the normal way that you would look at this, and I'm going to put a track on this entire line of storms here, basically from northeast Oklahoma all the way down, which does include the both tornado warnings. I'm going to clock in. I'm going to go 70 because this is going to accelerate even more as it gets into Arkansas. Solid Springs 118 going towards our Joint Forces Skycam coming up within the next, I would say 12 minutes. Centerton coming at you at around 1:30 in the morning. Bentonville around 1:32. Cave Springs 1:33. Farmington over towards 1:34. Lowell 1:36. Rogers 1:36. Springdale 1:36. Fayetteville 1:37, over towards Pea Ridge 1:38, and the Berryville area at about 2:04 this morning here. We also have the 76 Cafe Skycam that's not installed just yet. That's going up this weekend, but we will be able to watch both northwestern Arkansas from Solid Springs and also from our folks up here in southwestern Missouri. So that's something new. We have that on our product now. It's not available yet. But that's something new that is coming our way here. So looks like the tornado warning at the top has dropped up there, and now we've got the tornado warning that we can focus on. That's going to be for our folks over here in Perry Grove, the Morrill area. Let's go ahead and kind of zoom down and kind of take a look at this here. So this is going to be your rotation detection here. It's going to be coming up here in just a bit. There's going to be your area of rotation here. This is going to be just to the southwest of the community of Summers, west of Lincoln, west of Cane Hill, west and northwest of Morrill, west and northwest of Evansville, and south and southwest of the community of Cincinnati. This is going to be moving into Washington County. So my folks that live just southwest of Fayetteville, west of West Fork, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and show you guys our rotation tool coming up here in just a second. And let's talk about it. So it's going to be right in here. That's going to be where your area of rotation is going to be. That is where it has been confirmed via radar that this thing has been capable of producing a tornado here. So Summers, Lincoln, Cane Hill, Morrill, Evansville, Perry Grove, West Fork, take your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. So let's take a look. Let's do a track real quick. I'm going to clock this at about 60 miles per hour for just a track, just for the rotation itself. And I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom this back down so you guys kind of see where the rotation is. So right now, this is going to be moving towards the community of Summers at 1:29 this morning. Lincoln, 1:32. Cane Hill, around 1:33. Perry Grove, 1:38. Farmington, 1:42. Over towards the Ekins area, over towards Wesley, St. Paul, Huntsville. Make sure that they're getting to their safe spots immediately, guys, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put instead of the exact time, I'm going to tell you how many minutes you have. Summers, you've got less than 15 minutes to take your tornado precautions. When we talk about that, by the way, that's getting to that center, most interior part of your home, putting as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, and that's getting to that lowest level of your home immediately at this current time here, guys. Okay, so we're going to have to watch this situation very, 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 very closely here. Okay, so looks like we got a new area that's still going. Looks like the tornado warning, the newest tornado warning has gone from observed back down to radar indicated here, guys. So Summers, Perry Grove, West Fork, Lincoln, Cane Hill, take your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls to yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so I want to make this clear as well. We are not just a Central Arkansas page. I love Central Arkansas to death. I get told all the time that if it's not Little Rock, it doesn't matter. Folks, these folks up here in northwestern Arkansas matter. All 75 counties in Arkansas matter to us here at Arkansas Weather Watchers. So it is 1 o'clock in the morning. There's folks up here that have absolutely no idea on what's going on. They don't know there's a tornado warning just outside of the state, and we've got people that, you know, that just like I said, don't know what's going on and have no idea this is coming. Get this information out, guys. Okay, I promise you. I know you got folks in Little Rock, stuff like that are watching this. Get this information out for our folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. They deserve as much coverage up here as everybody else across the state. Okay, especially right now with it being 1 o'clock in the morning during the week, because a lot of people are not with us right now. This was 8, 9 o'clock. There would be people with us watching this right now, but this is 1 o'clock in the morning. People have got work. They've got plans tomorrow. They may not have no idea that there's a tornado warning that's just outside of that area. So Summers, Lincoln, Perry Grove, Farmington, West Fork, over towards Ekins, over towards Wesley, St. Paul, and Huntsville. Get to shelter immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so let's zoom this out. I'm going to turn off the rotation tool for just a bit. Let's zoom this out and kind of give you guys perspective on what's going on with this entire line of storms. This is going to be capable of producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds coming in. This is going to wake a lot of folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. I want to make this clear. We were live. We are here. We are watching the skies very, very closely. As you can see on our Solemn Springs camera here, you're seeing a well-defined structure. That's why it's tour warned right now. This thing could produce a tornado at any given moment. So we're watching this situation very closely. We've got eyes in the sky. I'm watching this on radar. We've got Heidi and the rest of our team that's keeping me updated via the National Weather Service if anything gets confirmed or reported. So we're watching this very, very closely here, guys. Our best case scenario is that the tornado warning drops at 1:30, and then we're going to be good to go. Thank you so much, Kim, from Storm Prediction Center. New mesoscale discussion. Strong to severe gusts may continue even with the cluster beginning the weekend after 2, 3 o'clock in the morning here. So this is still going to be capable of producing worse than 65 mile per hour winds. The tornado threat is still there, and also the hail threat for our folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. So my folks that are watching this right now, they're in Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bella Vista, all the way down towards the Winslow area. Make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Make sure they know what's going on. And also, while you're taking your tornado precautions, you want to get away from windows as well, because this is not only going to produce a tornado threat, but also the wind potential here, the 60 to 70 mile per hour winds with this storm here. So Summers, you've got 10 minutes. Let's get going. If you know anyone in the area, if you know anyone that is on this list of cities, wake them up, tell them what's going on, say, hey, you know, if they get upset, send them to us. We'll take care of it. We'll deal with it. But I would much rather for them to be upset and be with us than for them not knowing what's going on. And in an unfortunate event, somebody gets hit, or you know, there's a big wind event up here in northwestern Arkansas, and that can lead to injuries and loss of life and stuff like that. So make sure you know anyone up here that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately at this current time. I'm going to zoom this out, kind of put a lot of minds at ease right now that are watching this. This is not in northeastern Arkansas. This is not in central Arkansas. This is not impacting anywhere else in the state except for our folks up here in Benton and Washington counties here. If you know anyone up here, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible here. We've got a line, we got the track, for where that tornado warning is right now here. So Summers, community of Summers, Lincoln, Cane Hill, Perry Grove, Farmington, over towards West Fork, Wesley, over towards St. Paul and the Huntsville area. Make sure that they're getting to their safe spots immediately at this current time here, guys. Okay, so right now, just double checking a couple of things here. I haven't seen anything from MBOT. Heidi, if you can let me know if you've heard any reports or anything like that. Also, Kim, Aaron, and Lori, that's with me right now. If y'all hear anything, in the comments about, what's going on and stuff like that, make sure that you get that information to me as well here. So right now, I haven't heard anything. Good news. No news is good news at this point. Just double checking a couple things here right now. I'm gonna double check here. So nothing on MBOT. Looks like we're good to go. Okay, so like I said, right now, tornado warning still remains in effect till 1:30 this morning. I'm gonna read to you guys the latest information with this. So it looks like they canceled it for East Central Cherokee County. The tornadic storm, which prompted a warning, moved out of the area. Let's see here. Tornado warning still remains in effect till 1:30 this morning for Central Adair County. That is just outside of Washington County, up there in northeastern Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Christie, moving east at 45 miles per hour here. So this is going to be for the potential of seeing a tornado up here in northwestern Arkansas. That's Stillwell, over towards Westville, over towards the Adair State Park, Proctor, Christie, Barron, over towards the Marietta area. That's, like I said before, that's in northwest Arkansas. We just got a brand new tornado warning that just got issued for our folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. So now this one is going to go until, I want to say 2 o'clock. Nope, 1:45. They just extended it. Now includes Washington counties here. So now the tornado warning has now been issued for our folks in Perry Grove, Cane Hill, West Fork, Summers, over towards the Morrill area, and also the Winslow area. Folks, we've been live for about 30 minutes now, okay? I've got people, like I said before, that are watching this right now. Do me a big favor. There is now a tornado warning officially in Arkansas. Get this information out to them as fast as possible up here in northwestern Arkansas. Like I said before, you've got folks up here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. They've got absolutely no idea what's going on. Get this information out as quickly as possible here. We have a brand new tornado warning that has just been issued that now includes Washington County here, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to clock at 45. Summers, you've got pretty much 5 minutes to get in your safe spot immediately. Cane Hill, Perry Grove, West Fork, Winslow, Morrill, just to the north and west of the community of Evansville. If you know anyone in these areas, please make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible, and get to that lowest center part of your home immediately at this time. This also includes our folks along Interstate 49. Let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom down, and we're going to take a look just specifically at where this area of rotation is going to be right now here. So it looks like right now, as it stands, it is going to be just to the west of Highway 59 or just south of Highway 62. This is moving to the east at 45 miles per hour. Summers, Lincoln, Cane Hill, West Fork, you got to get to your safe spot immediately here. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. Get to that lowest center part of your home immediately at this current time. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to take a look at our camera here. I want to say there could be a wall cloud that is trying to get itself going here. I'm going to zoom in for just a little bit and see what's going on. It's going to be, it should come up on your side, come up here in just a little bit. It looks like there could be a, oh wow, what is that? Yeah, I want to say that might be a wall cloud developing with this storm here. This is looking southwest. So by the way, if you're trying to figure out where the camera's pointed, this is the Joint Forces K9 Group Skycam. It's looking southwest towards this area of rotation here. So I'm going to keep an eye on here. The bad part about this is it's middle of the night. So if this thing is on the ground, or if it has a wall cloud, something like that, we're going to have to rely on individual lightning strikes to see it. But right now, folks, I would be definitely taking your tornado precautions now. My folks that live near the Summers area, please get to shelter immediately here. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. We cannot stress that enough. You've got to get to shelter immediately if you know anyone in these areas here, guys, okay? So, as you can see with the camera, there's your shelf cloud coming in. This is going to be pushing through northwestern Arkansas, so regardless of the tornado threat, this is going to produce a lot of straight line wind damage. I would not be shocked, by the way, if we lost this camera up here in northwestern Arkansas. Looks like it's having some trouble right now, kind of buffering in and out here because you've got those storms coming in. So if we do lose this camera, we can always look at the iDrive cameras here. But folks, I'm telling you now, you've got to get to shelter immediately here. Get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get to that lowest level of your home immediately at this current time here, guys. Okay, so right now, let me double check a couple of things here. It's going to be just to the southwest of Highway 62. So folks, if you're in Summers, you need to be getting your safe spot immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself, the outside as possible. Get to that lowest level of your home immediately at this current time. Right through here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at the debris indicator here. Right now, I'm not seeing anything that's on the ground. We'll watch this in real time, by the way, coming into northwestern Arkansas. And boy, that is a light show up there right now. Also, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a look at the rotation strength. Should be coming up here in just a second here. Looks like we've got some decent rotation. That is just southwest of Highway 62, just to the east of Highway 59. That is out in eastern Oklahoma, by the way. So this is going to be moving in, getting close, by the way, to Highway 59 over here. Also, this is going to be getting close to Lincoln, Cane Hill, etc. here. So let me see here. The bot on the National Service chat is not working either. Let me see here. Okay, alright, so just double checking a couple things here. So it looks like the bot on there is not working. Let me double check a couple of things real fast. So, alright, not seeing anything right now here. So I think he's, okay, so I think he's talking about something else. So, let me see here. So that's going to be Perry Grove, West Fork, over towards the Winslow area, along Interstate 49. Anyone in these areas, make sure that they're seeking shelter immediately here. Let me go ahead and zoom down, and let's take a look at the area of rotation here. So that's going to be, it's like it's coming right over the Oklahoma-Arkansas border right now. It's going to be coming over the nice Warner Road. That's Highway 59. Highway 59 over here. That's pretty cool how Highway 59 kind of splits off like that. So you've got Highway 59 over here in Washington County here. That's in northwestern Arkansas. Then you have it over here in northeastern Oklahoma. So the rotation right now is going to be coming over Salem Springs Road. Let's see, that's Highway 59. This is going to be just to the west and southwest of the community of Lincoln, or just south of Highway 62. So folks, if you know anyone in these areas, make sure they're getting this information right now. Like I said, if they have any issues with it, they get upset with you about it, send them to me. I promise you, I will deal with it. It's no problem at all. But I would much rather for them to be upset and know what's going on than for them to be not knowing what's going on, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning here. So looks like our Salem Springs camera here is getting that line of storms moving in. You should start to see the wind gusts really start to pick up coming up here in just a little bit. I'm hoping and praying that we keep this camera online. I've got little faith that that camera is going to stay online long enough to matter here. But right now, it's going to be your rotation right through here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it off to the east at about 30 miles per hour here. So Summers, it's going to be right on top of you right now. It's coming your way at this moment. You've got less than 40 seconds to get to your safe spot. Lincoln, Cane Hill, Morrill, West Fork, Winslow, the Elkins area. Make sure that you're getting to your safe spot immediately. The good news, this is starting to what's called bowing. This is starting to bow out. Okay, this is starting to bow out, which is great news if you're trying to get rid of the tornado threat. Bad news is you're going to accelerate what has already been a wind machine out here in eastern Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma. So regardless of the situation here, you want to get these folks up 1 o'clock in the morning, get them away from windows, stuff like that, because with all the rain we've had lately, the ground being, pretty much softened up, 65, 70, 75 mile per hour winds can bring trees down on houses, bring trees down on power lines, etc. here. So speaking of which, I am going to let you guys see this in real time. This is going to be our power outage count here, so I'm going to leave that up so that way you guys can see in real time how power outages are going to be up here in northwestern Arkansas. So now, folks in Summers, Perry Grove, like I said, just echoing what we've been talking about. Make sure that they're getting to their safe spot immediately here. Let's zoom this out. It's going to be a loud morning, my folks up here in northwestern Arkansas. From Bella Vista all the way down Interstate 49 down towards Winslow. It's going to be a loud morning. You're going to have storms coming in. We warned you guys yesterday morning. We warned you guys yesterday evening. We even told you guys before midnight that this was a potential, and this is what we got up here in northwestern Arkansas. So my folks from Bella Vista all the way down towards Winslow need to be taking your tornado safe spots immediately at this current time here. And this entire line, and like I mentioned before, I talked to you guys about this yesterday, the entire line of storms will be capable of producing damaging winds, the hail threat, and not only that, but also the potential of a tornado or two along this line of storms here. So it looks like the tornado warning still remains in effect till 1:45. I've got John with me at 1:30 in the morning. I got John with me here. So John, let me know what they're planning to do with this tornado warning. If they extend it or if something gets confirmed, just let me know immediately at this time here. So let me double check a couple things. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like we're caught up. I'm double checking the media reports and stuff like that. So my folks up here in northwestern Arkansas, that severe thunderstorm warning is still tornado possible. I still would recommend, just to be on the safe side, getting a shelter just to let this line clear through, and then you're going to be good to go up here in northwestern Arkansas. And this line, fortunately, as it moves east, will start to weaken here. It looks like we're, man, that is a lightning show. Look at your winds up there in Solomon Springs. All of a sudden, you have gone from what was 7 miles per hour. Now you're up to gusts to 40 miles per hour up there in northwestern Arkansas. That is at Solomon Springs. That is, like I said, courtesy of Joint Forces K-9 Group up there in northwestern Arkansas. You guys are seeing it in real time. You're seeing that line of storms moving through. This is going to be capable of producing some serious wind damage. I wouldn't be shocked. I've got little faith that camera is going to hang on. If it does, that's going to be incredible because they'll be able to record the wind speeds up there here. But sometimes when it gets up to 70 plus, if you lose internet, you lose power, stuff like that, that will start to affect these cameras here. But right now, like I said before, just kind of holding tight real quickly here. I haven't seen anything that has warranted, this thing being on the ground or anything like that, which is great news. You still want to treat this as if this was on the ground here. But for right now, my folks at Perry Grove, let's take a look at the latest scan here. I'm going to go back over to our rotation detection here, and it's going to be just to the west and southwest of the community of Lincoln, just to the west and southwest of Perry Grove, and west of West Fork. So if you know anyone in these areas, make sure that they're getting to their safe spots now. Not only that, but along this entire line of storms, we're going to have to watch until it starts to weaken. We're going to have to watch every single one of these little notches along the line that will be capable of producing these brief spin-ups up here in northwestern Arkansas here. So Morrill, Perry Grove, Interstate 49, also that's going to be Highway 265, Highway 70 over here. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible, and get to that lowest center part of your home immediately at this current time here. Okay, so let me double check a couple of things here. Looks like we just got this. I'll double check and make sure that we're good. Okay, so right now I haven't seen anything, which is like some amazing news. Let me double check a couple of things to make sure. Okay, alright, so we should be good to go right now. Heidi, like I said before, if you hear anything on Inbound or John or Aaron or Lori, let me know. Kim, same thing. Right now, like I said before, I haven't heard anything, which is great news. Like I said before, we're just watching this very closely. It's going to be just to the west and southwest of the Perry Grove. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest scan real quickly here. So there's your rotation strength. And right now, it should be coming up here in just a little bit. I want to bank it's going to be just to the west of Lincoln, yeah. So looks like we still got a good amount of rotation here. It looks like we just lost that Solomon Springs camera here. I knew it. I knew it was whenever you start talking 60 plus mile per hour winds coming in, it was going to start affecting the power up here. So what we'll do is we'll go back. I will put up, let's put on the, that's way over here. So we'll do this. I'll leave the Little Rock cam up real quick so you guys can kind of, for those that are going to be watching this right now, trying to see if this is in Little Rock or not, kind of ease some minds here until the Siloam Springs camera comes back online, which will probably be first thing in the morning, because of, you know, like I said, would it be 1 o'clock in the morning, the line of storms pushing through and stuff like that here. So newest information, tornado warning. Let's take a look at it. Severe thunderstorm kept producing a tornado, was located over Lincoln, moving east at 50 miles per hour here. So the biggest thing I want to stress is too is these storms are not moving slow. They're moving almost a mile a minute right now. So if you got folks that live up here, that's Fayetteville, that's Perry Grove, that's West Fork, Lincoln, Greenwood, the Winslow area, Bentonwood, Strickler, over towards Drakeford Airport, the Blackburn area, Perry Grove, Battlefield State Park, over towards Walnut Grove. That's Cane Hill, Summers, Morrill, and I've also Vining Grove over here. Make sure that you're taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to yourself and the outside as possible here. So we've got folks that are tuning in. If you're just now waking up, you're trying to figure out what's going on, especially my folks that live south of Fayetteville, sirens are probably going off, etc. Welcome in. I'm Chief Forecaster Cameron. We're here to talk to you guys about that tornado warning that is in place right now here. So Lincoln, West Fork, Winslow, Morrill, take your tornado precautions immediately. Right now, like I said before, the good news is I have not gotten any reports of this thing being on the ground, doing damage, or somebody getting hurt, or anything like that. I have not got those reports. That is awesome news. That doesn't mean anything, Arkansas. You still got to treat this as if this was on the ground, doing damage, because of the fact that with these particular, what we call kill CS type tornadoes, they can spin up, produce a tornado, like we saw a couple of weeks ago up here in northwestern Arkansas, produced a, I want to say an EF2 or EF3 up here. Let me double check. It was EF1, excuse me. It was EF1. I'm thinking about the Cave City tornado from back in April, but it was an EF1 up here earlier, a couple of weeks ago, from the same thing. We had a line of storms move through. It was brief. It produced a tornado, produced damage, and then it was gone. So that's why you have to treat these things seriously up here in northwestern Arkansas. Okay, so let's zoom down. What I'm going to do real quickly here is, not zoom down, zoom out real quick. And let's go back over to the normal way that you would look at radar. Let's kind of reset here and kind of see what's going on. You got a lot of storms that is moving out from eastern Oklahoma and into northwestern Arkansas here. This is what we call a bookend vortex here. This is the reason why your tornado threats here. You got an area flow pressure here, little meso low up here in northeast Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, moving into southwest Missouri. Little what we call gust front that is developed ahead of the line here, kind of pretty much showing where the line of storms is, where that wind potential is going to be. Your problem you're going to run into is along this leading edge, especially right now in Benton and Washington County. This is where you're going to have to watch for that tornado threat here along the leading edge of the line, along with the damage it went through. Good news is, my folks that are listening to this outside of these areas, this line is going to weaken as it pushes off towards the east here. So my folks that are watching this in Harrison, Newton County, over here towards Marion County, Searcy County, etc., this is going to weaken as it pushes off towards the east here. But we will be here during the overnight hours to kind of keep you guys ahead of the storm here, keep you guys informed of what's going on here. So I'm going to zoom down, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the information up. So that's going to be your tornado warning. It's going to go until 1:45, so it's not going to last too much longer unless they plan on extending this tornado warning until your 2 o'clock hour here. So Heidi has said that Westville, right across the border of Arkansas, recorded 62 mile per hour wind thunderstorm gusts here. So that is, I want to say, yeah, it's right just across the border here. So there's Summers, there's Cincinnati, there's Joint Springs, no, not Joint Springs, Joint Forces K9 group up here. There's Siloam Springs, there's Gentry, there's the Highfield area here. So it looks like that's going to be either up here in Benton or Washington counties here with this line of storms that push through. So that doesn't surprise me. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at that real quick in here. So this is your thunderstorm wind gust potential here. You're talking, look at there, 60 upwards to 65 mile per hour winds coming in. Now this is a lot lower compared to where it was earlier on when it was back out in Oklahoma producing upwards to 100 mile per hour winds. But still, you still got to treat this as this thing is producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds as it's pushing in. So what I'm going to do here is, there's Tulsa's radar. I'm going to take a look just for a brief bit at Fort Smith's radar here. And we're going to take a look, See that? Should be coming up here in just a second here. And let me do this. Alright, there we go. So it should be coming up here in just a second. Looks like... There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the debris detection here. Right now, I haven't seen anything that, like, some warrants that this thing is on the ground doing damage or anything like that. Great news. But this is going to be capable of producing damaging winds. And like I said before, that power, as you already see, power outages are now up to 3,200 people without power up here in northwest Arkansas. That number is going to climb significantly as this line of storms pushes in. So right now, just based off of what I'm seeing via our velocity, I don't see a confined area of rotation. Now, that does not mean that this thing can't produce a tornado, or it won't produce a tornado, because it could tighten up these little areas of rotation here. One that's just northeast of Lincoln, the other is just southeast of Cane Hill. This could develop at any given moment. So you have to treat this seriously if you're along Interstate 49, Perry Grove, the West Fork area. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this off for just a little bit. I'm going to put on our drive, and I'm going to see, if you give me just a bit, I'm going to see if there's any road networks any cameras outside of the one we have up here in northwest Arkansas that we can use up here that may or may not give us the best view. I'm going to see something real quick. That's going to look south. Let's see. That's looking south. Okay, all of these are looking south right now. I don't have any of that that are looking to the west. That's looking north. Yep, that's looking north. That's looking towards, that's my marker 59. That's looking into downtown Fayetteville here. So right now I don't have any. Do I have one that's looking north? This one's, of course, the one that's looking north. You're not going to see it, folks. That's the problem, because it's night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You're just not going to see that. If this thing were to produce a tornado, you're just not going to see it. So I'm going to go back over to the Little Rock's radar to kind of put some minds at ease in the central Arkansas area here. But for right now, folks that are living, that are just to the east of Lincoln, just to the west of West Fork, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to yourself and the outside as physically possible here. Right now, this is going to be just to the west of the interstate. With it being 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, you got your truckers out, you got folks that work overnight, etc. Make sure that they know about what's going on at this current time here. This is also going to move to the east for our folks over here in Ekins, over towards the Wesley area. Have to keep an eye on this. Looks like right now the area of rotation is going to be right there over Perry Grove Lake Road, which is south of the community of Perry Grove, east of the community of Lincoln, east and northeast of Cane Hill right now. This is going to continue to push off towards the east here, so we're going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to see what they end up doing over the next 3 minutes. John, if you're listening to this, let me know if they plan on extending this just as a precaution further into Washington County. Let me know if they do that or not. I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not, because it looks like from right now, just based off the analysis, you've got a bow echo that's trying to develop here. So pretty much what's going on is your tornado threat is starting to come down, but your wind threat is going to go up rather significantly here. So got to keep an eye on it here. I think if there were to be a couple areas of concern, there may be one right near Cane Hill that we'll have to watch that. This little notch up here that's just east and northeast of Lincoln, south and west of Perry Grove. Nothing on the southern end, so we'll have to watch these two areas just to be on the safe side here. So if you're in West Fork right now, you're listening to this 1 o'clock in the morning, get to shelter immediately just to be on the safe side. Folks that are listening to this right now, like I said before, that are outside of this area, I would highly recommend, if you get this information out, if you hit that share button, every time you hit that share button, it pushes this live stream out to more people, and you get people to shelter, and you help save lives, guys, okay? It's not us trying to get views up or anything like that. I promise you, it's all about saving lives here. And the biggest way you can do that on Facebook, tag your family, tag your friends, hit that share button, get that information out as quickly as possible. If you're not even on Facebook, but YouTube as well. And also, if you're watching this, you're one of the 20,000 people that are watching this right now on Roku. We really appreciate it for you guys trusting us with this information here, guys. Okay, so right now, I'm going to double check and see. Do we have our camera back up? Oh, wow. Yes, we do. Looks like Do we have our Solid Springs camera back up? I'm going to see. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. That is awesome. So, there we go. We have our Solid Springs camera back up. Looks like we took a power hit for just a little bit here, but yep, we've got it back up and running now here, guys. So, looks like they're on the other side of the line now here. You have wind gusts at one point upwards to 40 miles per hour coming in. Oh, man. I think that is tree damage that we see. That is tree damage that we see right here on your camera here. That's tree damage. Like we got a tree that's fallen on the camera here in front of Joint Forces here. So that just tells you, like I said before, that was 60 mile per hour winds that just came through. So right now, let me double check a couple of things. Looks like they did. Okay, so let me zoom this out real quickly here. So right now, looks like we're good. Okay, looks like the tornado warning has been dropped. Let me double check that and make sure. Heidi, Aaron, Kim, y'all make sure, double check me real quick. Looks like the tornado warning has been dropped. So if it has, even looks like they've dropped the severe thunderstorm warning with this as well, which would be great news here. So let me double check and make sure. Let me make sure that tornado warning got actually dropped, because sometimes our software will do this here. So let me do this. Okay, so we'll go back, and is it still in effect until 1:45? Yep, it was. Okay, so they allow it to expire at 1:45 this morning here. So that's some good news here. Right now, just based off of this, looks like we've got some showers, thunderstorms moving in. This line is weakening as it's pushing off towards the east here, which is amazing news here, guys. Okay, so with that being said, what I'm going to do real quickly here to kind of put a lot of minds at ease, I'm going to put our national radar up here, guys. Okay, my folks that are listening to this in Little Rock or in Jonesboro or in El Dorado or anywhere outside of northwestern Arkansas, this is mainly affecting our folks up here in Benton and Washington counties here. Okay, so for it stands right now, the tornado warning has been dropped. I have not seen anything being reported or anything like that, which is amazing news. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hop off. We're going to go back to our 24/7 network. I highly recommend, if you have Roku or Fire TV, that you watch this. Not watch it. You go download our Weather Channel app. On there, it's going to be titled Arkansas Weather Watchers here, and gives you 24/7 weather, including forecasts and everything like that here, guys. Okay, so other than that, I think that's it for right now. Double checking a couple things just to make sure. Looks like we're good. If any additional tornado warnings get issued, we will be here, and we will continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather. Thank you so much for watching this video. As a quick reminder, please support our sponsors. They make Arkansas Weather Watchers go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year.